What's up mga macro? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening sa man tayong tao ng daigdig. So we have a new vlog, a new topic for today. So meron tayong importanteng dapat pag-usapan at something na dapat natin i-discuss na dapat mong malaman sa pagbabago ng visa na ini-issue ngayon ni Australia sa mga immigrant na papasok at nag-a-apply ng trabaho dito sa Australia. But before that, let's have an intro. So, yun na nga. Ganda ng intro, di ba? Medyo may pinagbago lang ng konti. So, ngayon, ang i-discuss natin is yung pagbabago ng tinatawag nilang temporary short skilled worker or TSS 482 dun sa bagong visa na nilaunch lang last 7 of December last year, yung tinatawag na SEED visa or sinasabi lang skill in demand visa. So nag-take effect itong visa nito or nag-take effect itong pag-i-issue ng bagong visa nito ng 7 nga kung sinabi ko. So ang sabi dito, the skill in demand or SEED visa took effect on 7 December, replacing the temporary skill shortage o yung TSS subclass 482 na ginagamit namin or yung visa ko before, according to the Department of Home Affairs. So it is part of a suite of changes to skilled visa program unveiled the government to modernize, para mo-modernize nila yung sistema with the focus on targeting skilled migration. So yun yung pinaka changes. So ngayon, i-discuss natin ano ba yung naging pagbabago? Meron bang epekto sa mga bago nag-a-apply na skilled worker from Philippines papunta dito? Let's see. Ang sabi dito, the skills in demand visa, SEED allows an employer to sponsor an eligible skilled worker to fill a position where they can find an appropriately skilled Australian worker. So parang parehas pa rin. So parang ang SEED o yung skill in demand visa is parang binibigyan ng empowerment yung employer para mag-sponsor ng mga skilled worker from other country na dadaling dito sa Australia. Almost same pa rin sila ng 482. Ganun pa rin naman. Then sabi dito, the government says it will provide a streamlined pathway for skilled migrants, promoting worker mobility while also offering a simple process, so mas pinasimple for employers to access skilled workers. Yun yung pinaka-the best doon. And yun yung benefits ngayon ng mga employers na naghahanap ng mga migrant skilled worker from other country katulad ng Pilipinas. So sabi din dito, those who are eligible can stay in Australia on the SEED for up to 4 years. So 4 na taon na siya. Not like nung sa amin, yung TSS subclass 482, may sinasabi kasing short term at long term. So dalawa yon. So yung short term 2 years ka lang. So yung then long term is 4 years. So ngayon wala nang 2 years. Ang binibigay na ngayon nila is firm na 4 years. So while Hong Kong passport holders may stay up to 5 years. So yung mga taga Hong Kong, if they're going to apply here and a skilled worker, bibigyan sila ng SEED visa but they're going to have at least 5 years. They can stay 5 years. So, medyo may pagbabago sa cost niya, but I will not gonna discuss it kasi mostly naman sa mga employer, sila yung nag-shoulder ng gastos sa pag-apply ng visa. Then, let's say, so sabi dito, the visa has 3 targeted stream. So, meron silang 3 stream na target. So, number 1 is yung core skill stream, specialist skill stream, and labor agreement stream. So, 3 stream. Again, that will be core skill stream, specialist skill stream, and labor agreement stream. So, yung first stream, yung sinabi niya, tinatawag nilang core skill stream, the first designed to address skills shortage and fill workforce gaps across mid-income roles. So may mga mid-income sa mga mid-income roles. So sabi dito, for this stream, eligible holder must be sponsored to work in an occupation listed the government's updated. So dito sa list na to, pwede nyo i-check to sa website ng mismo ng Australia, sa Home Affairs, dun yung Core Skill Occupation List o yung CSOL. So isalagay ko na lang yung link sa baba para ma-check nyo kung nandoon kayo sa listahan na yon. And they meet must be core skill income threshold with currently sits at $73,000 and $150 and is expected to be indexed annually. So probably pwedeng mas tumaas pa dun sa $73,150 yung pagdating sa core skill. So pwede nyo i-check ngayon dyan kung nandun kayo sa core skill occupation list. Kung pasok kayo doon, so ibig sabihin eligible ka to have or to get a seed visa from the government or from the Home Affairs. Then doon sa CSOL, covers niya is 456 jobs. So nandyan yan sa list, nasa 456 jobs yung nasa list dyan, including construction, agriculture, cybersecurity, health and education. And based on those identified by government agency, jobs and skill, Australia is being in a short supply. So lahat ng nasa listahan, nasa 456 jobs na nakalista dyan, ibig sabihin, dyan nag-short sa Australia. So, yan yung mga hinahanap nilang mga skilled worker na pwede nyong applyan. But, syempre, kailangan nyo pa rin maghanap ng mga legit na agency dyan sa Pilipinas. Then, syempre, number 1, BFG. This video was not sponsored by BFG. I'm just giving back and, I'm so thankful kasi si BFG ang nagpari sa akin. Then, let's go back. Sabi dito, it received a mixed response from various sectors, including criticism from the construction and trades industry over some key machineries operator roles that were left off the list. So may mga position at may mga roles na nawala. Kasi dito sa Australia, now they are pushing their citizen para mag-training ng mga bagong skill, mga skill training katulad ng machine operator or excavator, so mga tower crane. But unfortunately, sabi nga ng government, they are still short. So dito kasi booming ang construction industry, so that's why they are now looking for construction workers, especially sa mga skill. So doon naman tayo sa susunod na stream. Yun yung sinasabi nilang special skill stream. This is for highly skilled migrants and higher income earners. So ito na yung mga professional. Ito na yung mga professional na probably engineers, doctors, and nurses. Yan. So employers can nominate any occupation from Australian and New Zealand in standard classification of occupation listed in major groups. So excluding trades, sabi dito, with a salary that meets a special skills income threshold, this currently sits at $135,000. Okay? AUD, Australian dollars. Then, sumunod, yung third stream is for skilled workers nominated by employers to work in a specified occupation under the terms of a labor agreement. So, in media release, the government said essential skills stream will replace PSS labor agreement stream. Ito na yung pangatlong stream na sinasabi ko, after further consultation with the state and territory governments and other stakeholders. So the department said all the PSS nomination and visa application lodged prior to the implementation of the SEED visa on December 7 will proceed using the requirements in place at the time. So yung mga requirements na naipasa before December 7 for TSS visa. So, sabi dito, visa application lodged prior to the implementation of SEED will proceed. So, kahit wala ka nandun sa listahan, syempre mga nangangama dyan na nag-apply pa last November and until now is pinaprocess pa lang yung visa nila o nakalodge pa lang yung visa nila at hindi pa na-approve. You don't need to worry because as per the government, so will be proceed pa rin yung application nyo under pa rin ng PSS system. But pag na-approve yun, ang i-issue na sa inyo is yung SEED na visa. Okay? Yung skill in demand visa. So, what the other changes has the government announced? So, may mga changes actually. So, also on Monday, the government said National Innovation Visa has replaced the Global Talent Visa as innovation-only program for highly skilled migrants who will make significant contribution to sectors such as critical technologies, renewable energy, and health. So, ito para sa mga professional to, like mga ITs, mga engineers, and mga doctors. So, it is a permanent visa for those with international recognition in eligible area. So, yun nga, mga professional visa na to. Ito na yung mga pumapasa na dun sa criteria na hinahanap ng government. So, anong nangyayari is, hindi na sila basta bibigyan ng working visa. They are going to be issued a permanent visa instead of working visa. So, the Minister of Industry of Science, Education, Yusik said, there's a global race to attract the best science and tech workers to give an industry an edge. This new visa put Australia in the best position to attract the right people to work hand in glove with our own world-class researchers. So, may mga target sila. So, Australia is into innovation right now. So, that's why they are attracting people who is in the IT industry, in the engineering or construction industry, and of course, health. So yun yung mga bagong changes. So actually, hindi naman siya ganun kabigat, but we really need to check dun sa list na sinabi ko kanina. So i-check niyo yung link sa baba para makita niyo dun sa CSOL o yung tinatawag na Core Skill Occupation List kung nandun yung position or nandun yung skill na meron kayo. So, again, sa pag-a-apply dito sa Australia, sasabihin ko ulit or uulitin ko ulit, hindi ito ganun kadali. But, if you already met the requirements, first is you have 5 years experience, you finish at least 1 year sa college kung skilled worker ka, and you could provide COEs, transcript of records, diploma, wala tayong ibang isipin. Absolutely, makakapasa tayo. But, again, kailangan mo pa rin ipasa yung interview. Kailangan mong ipakita yung knowledge na na-obtain mo or nakuha mo from your experience. So, sa akin, bilang empleyado or bilang aplikante before na nag-a-apply pa lang ako sa Australia, ang isa lang mga advice ko sa inyo, kung sasalang kayo ng interview, make it sure na kahit paano mag-review tayo. So i-reviewin nyo yung mga key points or mga key responsibility nyo as a skilled worker, as a professional, para pag in-interview kayo, is ready kayo kung ano yung sasagot nyo. And aralin nyo kahit paano kung paano nyo i-deliver pag tinanong ng employer kung ano yung ginagawa mo, what is your duties and responsibility. Gawan nyo siya ng sequence para kahit paano you're gonna be sounds professional, you're gonna be sounds very knowledgeable dun sa ina-apply mong position. Kasi kung kakabahan ka, kung mawawala sa linya yung mga sasabihin mo at hindi ka maiintindihan, first of all kasi English yung magiging interview nyo. So make it sure ma-arrange nyo kung paano nyo i-discuss yung duties and responsibility nyo. So since English yung usapan, syempre English is not our first language, but again, practice makes it permanent. Hindi practice makes perfect or practice para ma-perfect mo, but practice makes it more, more permanent, more natural sa'yo pag ikaw na yung nagdi-discuss o ikaw na yung nagsasalita. So, kaya ko lang na-discuss yung changes for you guys to be aware kung yung bang skill nyo is pasok pa dun sa listahan na hinahanap ni Australia para sa mga young professional o mga nagsisimula pa lang magtrabaho. Isa lang ma-advise ko, hanapin nyo yung skill set na pwede nyo i-training para in 5 years time possible makapag-apply din kayo dito sa Australia. Tulad nga na sinasabi ko, Amat Victoria Curam. So, victory favors the prepared. So, kung hindi tayo magpe-prepare, hindi tayo magpaplano, lahat ng pangarap natin, it will just only, a story or a dream. So, yung pangarap would be pangarap lang. Kasi ang pangarap, kailangan gawin mo ng aksyon para mapunta ka dun sa place na masasabi mo na nakamit mo yung pangarap mo, you achieve your goal, you achieve your dream. Kasi without any action, hindi ka mapupunta doon. So lahat ng action, preparation, dapat yan pinaplano maigi para alamin mo kung paano maging magandang approach, alamin mo kung paano mo mape-penetrate ang isang bagay, paano mo ma-achieve. So lahat yan inaaral in preparation, pag-aaral hanggang sa makamit mo yung gusto mo. Yun lang mga kapatid. So I cannot discuss anything anymore for this vlog, but antabay kayo. So I'm just waiting dun sa mga information na possible na maging opening this month of January and February. So antabay lang kayo sa mga vlog ko where we're going to discuss the list of the agency dyan sa Pilipinas na hindi scam, no, 100% legit, that you can verify to POEA, na pwedeng tulungan kayo makapunta dito sa Australia. So yun lang mga kamak bro, maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe sa aking channel sa MacClicks. Maraming salamat and God bless.